Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I'm inspired by my own technique, the Terra Flora technique, and by Nicole Martin, who poured this technique in a deep mold, and she used also the square rough and tough mold. So I'm very curious how this is gonna work. I will show you I'm using a rather not too familiar resin for me. It's a supercast from Elegem. I only poured with this once, and this is already over a year ago. And yeah, you see I'm dropping some pigment drops, white pigment drops into my resin. I have in each cup 30 grams of resin. And here I wanted to go with 5 drops. But, you know, I have a leakage in my bottle and another drop went in, so it would have been 6 drops, but I think this is too much. And then I took 1 drop out of my cup. So I'm mixing this very, very well. And like I said, in each cup I have 30 grams of resin. The supercast resin is a high viscosity resin. And it is, from my feeling, a little bit thinner than the Mastercast. So I remember when I tested this resin that I achieved some nice effects, and that's why I've ordered some of the Supercast resin. And I want to see, sorry my voice, if I can use it also for different techniques. Anyway, the Terra Flora technique, it's now a wrist because, yeah, first time in a deep mold and not in a shallow mold. So, and then using the thick resin, but I will see. As you saw, I used some metal silver for my next cup, and I have here the ruby red from Art. And I'm mixing those two colors together and I achieve a wonderful reddish tone. I really love this. It's like even more metal red, and yeah, I like the color combination. It's very nice. So this is my second color, and then the next color is the Interference Rose from Art. And I love this color. I just sometimes forget I have it, but it's very beautiful. And you see how much I'm using on 30 grams of resin. So these are my colors for this pour. I just need to make sure that I stir my cup very, very well so that I don't have any particles flying around in my resin piece. You know how easy it can happen. And yeah. That's my colors mixed. And did you see the red again? It's a wonderful red tone. I really like it. I love this. It's a nice Christmas red as well. So there's my mold. This is the Square Rough and Tough Coaster Duo mold from MoldsandShapes. And I love its edges. And I wish MoldsandShapes had like a square, a big square one. They have the rectangular one as a tray. But I think it would be also brilliant if they had this design as a square. Anyway, I have here my silver mix, and this is metal sheet. I'm putting this, into the center of my mold. I hope I got my center. Sometimes it's not so easy. And now I'm pouring my thin layer of resin into the mold, my first layer of clear resin. So what I was doing here, I was in the modus of using a shallow mold. That's why I'm not using so much resin for this part of the technique. And yeah, you will see there will be a different result than, for instance, by Nicole Martin, because, like I said before, Nicole inspired me to try pouring my own technique in a deep mold and to see what happens. But I think I should have put more clear resin into the mold, but we come to this later. So I have here some reddish tones from Octopus fluids, they are alcohol inks. And I have like the Bloody Mary, I have the, oh God, ladybug no, it's not the ladybug. I don't remember. And then I have also the wine red. So I wanted to go with like orangish, reddish colors because I thought it might match very well with my red, which I have mixed. So this is the next one. And I'm sorry if I don't get the names right from the alcohol inks. Sometimes it is like it is. Yeah, you just need to have a look at Octopus Fluids at their website. And normally they have every color, written down. If you're in the States, you can look at Laura's Art Corner for Octopus resin inks. And yeah. Here I have the carrot. And yeah, I'm holding it because I was not happy with this. And then I was searching for the red wine. So one hand there, the other hand somewhere else, and there it is. I needed to look into my box where I find the red, the wine red, and look at this gorgeous red tone. This red tone actually inspired me of doing a 3D bloom in that color. Yeah, sometimes, that's what you think during pouring because I really like it. Now I'm taking here my clear resin and I'm just pouring a spiral. I don't know if it makes sense doing this step. I said this many times, but somehow I think it adds also to the depths of this design. I'm not sure, but yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this step can be avoided. I've not very often tried this technique without doing this part or this step with the clear resin. Anyway, I'm starting pouring with my silver red, which I've just mixed. And look at this gorgeous color. I really love this. And first I was a little bit doubting if this really matches, if it really fits. But you will see later. I think it matches very, very well. Yeah, I don't know what this recently is. I keep on having frogs in my throat and it's not pleasant when you do the voiceovers. And again, before my German viewers are moaning, this video will be only in German, in English language on my YouTube channel because currently I do not have so much time anymore. I started a new job and sometimes I'm very tired when I get home. I'm not the youngest anymore. I hit it the 56th this year. And yeah, sometimes you feel it when you are still working and you're just tired when you come home. Anyway, here's now the interference rose and it gives a wonderful sheen. Look at this. Really love this. Also doing the spiral, and then I'm just smoothing out again a little bit where I started pouring, and then there will come, here it is, my white. My white is rather opaque. It's not that you can look through the stick. I always mix it rather opaque, but I needed to take one drop out, remember, in the beginning of the video, because then I was doubting if it was maybe a little bit too much. So this is now my white, and now the second one, and I really adore the color combination. Really like it. I love red. I love shades of red, and I don't know why I'm not pouring so much with red. I just don't understand this because it's my favorite color. Sometimes it is like it is. I should use red much more. So just a quick torch, and then I can take my clear resin, and you will see I'm pouring a lot of clear resin into this mold, and this is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to just, put a little bit like I would do in the shallow molds, but I put too little resin, I guess, at the beginning, or even in step 2 when I used the clear resin, And now I just need to make sure that I really spread out everything so my mold is full, because I wanted my pour to be full. But anyway, now there's gonna be a quick torch again, but I also look for some glass stones which I can put into the center. And I'm also using some of the metal sheets again, my silver ones. So I have a little bit more in the center. And now you can see the time lapse, and you can also see that I put those glass cracks into the center of the mold. The resin is moving very nicely, and look at the top. It really looks like a picture like you do with alcohol inks, you know? When you blow away the alcohol inks on a sheet of paper, it really looks like this, and I really adore this. It's really beautiful from that side. So, and now there's just a close-up from when my resin almost stopped moving. So you can see something happened. I'm not sure what. I'm hoping that I get some nice effects. I mean, Nicole Martin, she got amazing effects. I will link her video also in my description box so you can have a look. Anyway, I'm very happy with the color combination. So let's wait and see for the demolding. And this is now the next day. I think it was maybe 12 to 14 hours that I could demold this. And you can see they're really cured. I'm not sure for how much depth the supercast resin is made for, but I can tell you my mold got quite warm. Anyway, and now look at this. I love the effects. I didn't get as many effects as Nicole, but I still love this because I got such a beautiful reddish surrounding, and then the web effect, and with the silver and the glass stones, it looks amazing. So that's the second one, and this one I love even more because it's more evenly, and yeah, I just adore these effects. And this, yeah, these pieces have so much depth, really like it. And now I'm gonna show you my end result, and there you can see really the colors, the different shadings, the wonderful red tones, and the wonderful web effect towards the center. Really adore this, and I love this technique where you just let your resin flow and let it do whatever it needs to do. Okay, with this, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching, and take good care of yourself, guys. Bye bye.